Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. This is Tommy's Tarot Time and I am Tommy the Tarot Reader. This is a reading for Gemini, Sun Gemini, Gemini Rising. I am using the Celtic cross spread. The reading starts from today, but basically the cards will indicate a timeline if there is one. And ooh, this fell out. The Emperor. Huh. This one fell out too. Let's put that card on there. So the first two cards. The first card is the Emperor, Gemini. That's a wonderful card. That is an Aries card. And the King of Swords is an air sign card. So this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and this is definitely an Aries card. The Emperor in the present situation is that you are in control of your life. You are in charge and you're feeling on top of things in your life. And Gemini, there's probably an Aries involved in your life. Gemini and Aries are very compatible and they are very drawn to each other. There's a lot of April, June couples. It's just a very, very popular couple. But you're on top of things. You are creating security. You are, whatever you're doing your best. And you're really showing up 150%. You're really showing up and you're going above and beyond. This card is the challenge card. It's the King of Swords. And the sword card could mean impatience, but it's also that the sword is cutting. So the words, it's a sharp sword. The words are very important. Planning is important. Organizing, putting whatever you need to put together. It could be something that you're writing. It could be a presentation. It's something you're working very, very hard on. It could also be finding the right words to express yourself and really not holding back. At least this time you're not going to hold back. You're going to say what you need to say and you will say it very well. Both of these cards are commanders. They are executives. So that's what you're feeling, Gemini, is your executive self is very strong. The analyst, the researcher, the king, you know, the CEO, the manager, the leader in you is very strong right now, Gemini. The next card is the card of the past. Let's see what comes up. The Magician showed up while I'm shuffling here. The past. The past is a lot of happiness in the past. It may still be in the present. There's a lot of happiness here. But there's really a lot of happiness, like family happiness. Yeah. Family happiness, everyone together. That kind of happiness. You know, this is your future. You're going to take it a little bit more easy with the Seven of Wands. I feel like you're going to be very careful with your efforts, and you will actually learn to be much more organized in how you attack your plans, your projects, and you're going to be much more you'll be calm even when you are stressed. That's how I see that card. Whatever emotional difficulties you have gone through, something maybe you're still holding in your heart, you're letting it go. There's some things that you don't show other people that you're hurting in some form. Something was hard, but you don't show it. It's really hard for you to let go of something or someone. You know, I feel like there's someone that you think about a lot. Yeah. This is the card of advice. It means to go for it. It's like this card. These guys. So you need to go for it. There has been something emotional that has been very difficult for you, and you're still holding on to it because it is hard, and it does preoccupy you here quite frequently. This card says you still need to go forward with everything you're doing, and you have to maintain focus and motivation, and you can't lose sight of what you need to do. This is the external influences around you. This card relates to this card. Whatever emotional difficulties that I'm seeing here, it's around you. There is some emotional hardships around you. It's affecting you. Hopes and fears. That's the 5 of Swords. It's really wanting to get away from the things that are emotionally burdensome and tiring. It's really hard for you, Gemini, to maintain your strength and your intellectual, mental, logical strength when there's this emotional piece that is asking for attention, and it's not something you can deal with because you don't know how to deal with it, and you don't want to deal with it. You don't want to deal with it. It's too hard. There's an emotional piece here that is really too hard. Yeah, and you're not going to deal with it, but it's going to continually lie under the surface. It worries you. It's just there. You know, if it's someone that you love and you lost them, that could be it too. It's very difficult to deal with losses. Okay, so let's look at what this Emperor card is first. What is the Emperor card for Gemini? Yes. Trying to stay in control of everything, but you're getting pulled in another direction, which is work or studies. you're getting pulled somewhere else, and it's hard to stay on top of everything. Sometimes you just want to rest. Rest in order to rest, or that whatever it is, this thing that is kind of upsetting, is you want some rest from it. Again, the 8 card. This is the 8 of Cups, and well, what are you what are you going to do with what has happened? And you don't know what to do. You don't know what to say. Yeah. I feel like you don't know what to say. Okay. That is the 6 of Wands. And there is a lot of love, and with this beautiful family love card here, and there is a lot of victory with that love, a lot of just loyalty, just a lot of love and family, and it, you grew up with them. You grew up with this family. This family is your family. It just feels like someone had passed away, and they will always be in your heart. Someone very dear to you. Yeah, as I said, that there's a lot of love in your life. You are in a loving relationship. And this feeling that you have between how am I supposed to feel? How am I supposed to deal with this emotionally? You are in a loving relationship, and that's what you need to focus on, instead of, or at least talk to your loved ones, because they care a lot for you. That is the 5 of Wands. This is how I will interpret that. You want to look at whatever options there are that are productive distractions, because there's a variety of activities and projects and ventures for you to explore. That's how I am going to see that. And that will be your way to distract yourself from what is emotionally happening here, because this is pretty difficult. You're not talking about it. It's difficult, and it's going to take some time. This is the underlying. Yeah, it's going to take some time. At some point, you'd like to be able to talk about what's going on, whatever this emotional hardship. Yeah, you're holding it in. You're staying very strong. The advice is to continue to stay strong and to focus on all the things that are going well in your life, because there's a lot of things going very well in your life. And that's the wish fulfillment card. Everything you're working very hard for, it's going to happen. External influences, it feels like, it feels like you can't, there's a lot of love, but with this upside down, it's hard to express love with the emotional, whatever had happened. Well, I'm going to say that it's really hard for the King of Coins or the King of Wands, sorry, these guys are the same. cards, it's hard for that guy to feel love. If it's you, Gemini, and something had happened, it's really hard to feel love. This is an older Gemini, by the way, but it looks like it's someone in your life that is having a hard time with feeling love because of something that had happened. You have some fives here. You have 2 5s. Right. Hopes and fears. It's really just trying to get back on your feet emotionally after what happened. Really, something, I feel like someone passed away. The outcome is you will come out and you will be, you know, you're going to still be, you may be able to express yourself a lot more emotionally after this, because you're processing, you know. You don't know how to, you know how you feel, you don't know how to talk about how you feel. You still have to keep moving forward with work and school or whatever it is you're doing, or making money, your livelihood, and all these things. But there's this thing about how you're feeling and you haven't talked about it, and you need to talk about it. You're in a loving relationship. You're feeling really on top of the world because your life is going well, but something did happen, and it is a loss of some sort. But in the end, the loss is still going to be there, but you are a person in love. No matter what, you are a person in love. Okay? And you will have your wish fulfillment regarding whatever you are focused on and doing, Gemini. So this reading is happening right now. The 5s tell me that it's the next 5 months. So I don't know what's going to happen, but the next 5 months is important. Okay, Gemini, that's what I have for you. You know, it's hard for me to say like this reading, because it's not an easy reading. You don't have to like it, of course not. But check back in. This is Tommy the Tarot Reader signing out. See you at my next reading. Bye.